Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. Today we are going to, we're going to try to finish it. We're going to see if we're going to finish it. This is the V-neck sweater vest that we've been working on with the cables. And I took and pinned it together at the shoulders and also down the sides. And I wanted to show you, she wanted a very wide opening right here. And that's why I went down that far. I just wanted to let you know. Because it's just a vest. She's going to put a shirt under it. So we did this very wide opening. And we are going to, sew this together now. And I'm just going to crochet it together, as that's my favorite part of sewing together things. Alright, so we're going to start up here, and in the corners, we've got corners right there. We're just going to slip in there, slip stitch in there, and you're going to go to the, on Monday we sewed together a our green sweater. We're going to sew it together about the same way. I'm hoping, I think you can see this. Alright, so it's the back loop, the very back loop of the first stitch on the front panel. In the front, no, in the front loop of the back panel. Yeah, that's right. And we're just going to single crochet it. So we're going to look for the back loop and the front loop. Because those, well, actually, that's not what we're going to do. I forgot. I thought those were half double crochets in there, and they're not. So, let's start over. Let me look at this. You know, yes, we could still do that. We could still do that. So back loop of the front panel, front loop of the back panel, and we're going to single crochet them together. Get my pin cushion so I could put these pins in as I go. And we need some music. Let's see. Let's try this one. Put some music on in the background. Sometimes it just gets too quiet. Alright, and so I'm just going to chain 1 and cut it off. And there's 1 shoulder done. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the whole thing around this way because I like to work from here to here. So we're going to connect the 2 corners together. And I'm going to work over these ends. And I'm going to do the same thing. It's the front or the back loop. Get in there. The back loop and the front loop. There we go. I'm going to do our single crochets. We're going to go all the way across and we're going to cut it off there. And then I'm going to do mine off camera and let you get yours done. And we'll be back to do the sides. Okay, so there it is. The shoulders are sewed together. Alright, now we're going to go down the side. And I always like to start at the corners and work my way up. And this is where we're going to stop, right here. Where I've got it together, right here. As a matter of fact, I think that I'm also going to put a clip in there in case that pin falls out. So there's where we're going to stop, right there. Wait a minute. Right here, actually. There's the pin, the last pin. Alright, so I'm just putting a clip there so that I know that's stopping right there. Because sometimes these pins, they just fall out. So, same way we did the shoulders. And make a slip knot. And start in the corner. Put a slip stitch in the corner. And so it's the same way. And this is it's the back loop of the front and the front loop of the, and on the sides we have half double crochets, so that's going to make a little bit of a design going down there. As you can see. Back loop and front loop. all the way up until where I've got the clip. No, I first forgot that we did single crochets there. Anyway, I think that adds to that design anyway. As you can see, right here. We did this design and that kind of adds to it. I like it. And one more stitch. And then we're going to cut that off. Chain one, cut it off, and there we have it. So that whole side is sewn together, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it this way, and I'm going to start here and sew up to let's make sure we got the right. Sew up to here to make sure that both sides are correct. There. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do mine off camera, and then we'll be back to show you what to do next. Okay, so now we've got everything sewed together and we're going to do this neck. And as you can see, we need some decreases because this is really, really, there's a lot here. So we need to make some decreases to calm that down. So we're going to turn this back over here. And she wanted red on this. So we're going to make a striped neck, armholes, and bottom of this with the red, white, red, white. So we're going to start right here, and we're just going to single crochet across here because this does not need to be decreased. And then I'm going to crochet these ends in as I go. So just doing single crochets across here. And then we're going to do a single crochet here. One here on this side of the seam. And one on the other side of the seam. And then we'll just got to remember we got to do that over here too. Alright. So, now we're going to do some decreasing, but we're going to be doing some decreasing with a double crochets. So here is just, we're going to put one here. I'm just trying to remember, think of how I want to do this decreasing. There is a lot there, so I'm thinking that we need to decrease every other one. So let's try that first. Or do I want to do an invisible decrease? So what we're going to do is this next one we're going to do the decrease. I'm going to go through both of these, front loop only, and then we're just going to do double crochet and do an invisible. Now we're going to do the next one, we're going to do a regular, and then the next one we're going to do an invisible decrease like this. So it doesn't really, so every other one here, we're going to do a regular one here now, and then in the next two, we're going to do an invisible decrease. I think that'll look much better than doing it the old-fashioned way. Do an invisible decrease there. And then here's another one. And there we go. Alright, So there was an invisible decrease. We're going to see if this calms this down. I'm hoping it does. Regular. Invisible decrease. Regular. We're coming down to the V. And I'm actually going to do 2 invisible decreases down here. So we're going to do that one on that side, and then we're going to do an invisible decrease coming up on this side. It's just to accentuate that V. And then we're going to do a regular. Oh yeah, that's calming that down nicely. Let's just do it. I think that... Okay. Well, let's finish this up and see what it looks like. Alright, so... invisible decrease. Regular. Invisible decrease. Regular. Do a decrease and a regular. A decrease and a regular. Decrease. Regular. Decrease. Regular. So, this one's the regular here. And then we need to put a single here. A single here. And one on this side. And then we're going to slip stitch to this single. Alright, now let's see what it looks like. It does calm it down a bit. Okay. So what we're going to do then we're going to continue. I'm still trying to figure out if that's what I want to do. Do your singles here. I don't know if we want to do that. I think we only need one row of singles, but I want to do a white single on there. So anyway, okay. We chain one. Now we turn this thing this way. And I need to get to these doubles. So I'm actually going to slip stitch over to the first double, which is right here. And this one, is that a double? Yep. So this one, we're going to do front post. Okay. And then back post. And I probably should chain one first. There we go. Chain one first. And now do front post and back post. And do front post and back post. We're going to do that all the way down. I forgot that I need to put that back in there. I forgot that I cut those apart. So let's put them back together with a magic knot. Okay, so we're still doing, on this one's back post, this one's front post. We're coming down to the V again. So back, front, back, front, and then these two are on each side of the V. I'm just going to put them both as a back post, and that will delete one of them. And then we'll continue with the front. back. This is back. Okay, front, back, front, back, front, back. And then this one is front. So we started with the front and we ended with the front. Now, let's see what that's done. Oh yeah. So much better. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So, now I need to switch off to the white. And I'm going to use a magic knot to tie the white on. Where did that? There it is. Take out that stitch, I'll put it back in after I get the magic knot in. This way I don't have to sew in any ends. Alright. Alright, so here's this. Now, I need to put these back in. They kind of came out while I was sewing the knot. Let's put these back in. Alright, so now I'm going to turn this thing back around this way. And we're going to come this way. We're going to go this way down. And I am, whatever is front and whatever is back is back. So this one is back. Hang on. First of all, maybe we should single crochet or slip stitch right here to this. Let's slip stitch there and then come up. There we go. Alright, and then I chained one. So this one is a back, so we're going to make it a back. This one's a front, so it's going to be front. So whatever is front stays a front, and whatever's back stays a back. So you're just going to do this. This is like rib stitching. And we're going to use this stitch around the sleeves and around the bottom as well. think it'll be okay now. Alright, we'll just continue around. Doing our front, back, front, back. So one thing about the rib stitch is if you need something tightened up, it will tighten it up for you. See, we had a lot of room in there. We did do some deleting every other one, but the rib stitch finished tightening the whole thing up. And I really like the way that's coming out. Wait a minute, did I do that right? Yeah, that's front. Okay. Back. Front. There we go. Alright, we are almost at the end of this. This is the last one. And now we're just going to single crochet. And these single crochets down here. Alright, so we're just going to do another round of this. I think one more round. Or should I just leave it at that? Maybe we should just do some singles there and be through with it. Now that I see this. I think that looks good. And we don't want to make that, we don't fill that in too much. So, alright, so now what we're going to do is we're chaining one and we're just going to continue. Wait a minute. Instead of slip stitch, we're going to continue these singles. We started these singles down here. We're just going to continue them. So you're going to do singles in every stitch. always dealing with the yarn getting in a knot. What a mess. Alright, so that's what we're going to do, is we're just going to single crochet all the way around, and you're going to slip stitch right here and call it done. And then you're going to tie, sew in your end, and then the V-neck will be done. There we go. The V-neck will be done. That looks pretty good. Alright, then I'm going to finish off mine off camera, and I'll let you finish yours, and I will see you when we do the sleeves. Okay, so we're back, and we're going to do this sleeve. This is how wide the sleeve is, so you could see. We could measure that. Tell you what the measurement is on that sleeve, but she wanted that wide, so I left it wide. Let's see. It's about 15 inches. So I have this facing me. The outside is facing me. And when we did the V-neck, we had to do some deleting, but we're not going to on this sleeve, because I think it looks cute that way, and we're just going to keep it that way. So we're just going to chain 3 here, and we're going to put a double crochet in every stitch. And I am double crocheting over these ends. That sounds like some sort of Indian song.
Yeah, what is that? Is that on TV?
No, on my...
Oh, yeah, it is. That's it. Oh, what the heck? I got wonderful.
So, YouTube is giving me some music that I'm allowed to play in the background as I do these videos.
Oh. Can't you play a title?
Yeah, you love that.
I think the people do too.
I've got classic music on, but for some reason, let's change this. Hang on.
That's terrible.
try a different one.
Well, it might not be terrible if you're Indian. That's more shit. Don't they have something different?
Wait a minute, where's my...
I don't get it. That ain't any better. What? That's the same thing. That's Egyptian or something.
Hang on.
Oh, now that's relaxing.
That sounds like Mr. Sandman.
It is, yeah.
I think that's Mr. Sandman.
Oh, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Let me see. The song, oh, Mr.
Vincent.
Sandman.
You're funny.
I ain't heard that forever. Give me a minute.
Wait. Don't put it on there, Vincent. Vincent, don't put it on there. I'm videotaping. I know, honey. Don't put it on there. Goodness gracious. All right. So this, we're double crocheting all the way up to this seam. I want to show you what to do around this seam. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of crochet these together like that. There we go. See what I did? All right, so on each side of this seam, let's try it again. I'll show you. We're going to do two together, okay? But we're going to do it in a cluster. So we're going to go in, come out, and go through two. Now you're going to wrap your hook, go into the other one on the other side, come out, go through two, and then go through all three. So we're just doing it, but we just did it in a cluster. And then you're just going to continue doing your double crochet all the way around. I really love this red against this white. It's really rich looking. There, I got some country music. Alright, so we're going back down here. I think that it's hilarious that my husband would never talk whenever the video camera's on, but yet the music come up and made him talk, so you guys got to hear his voice. That's hilarious. Anyway. Alright, so we're here at the seam, down here at the seam, and we're going to do the same thing. On this side of the seam, we're going to do the cluster, just like we did at the top of the seam. And we're just going to make that cluster. And then we are at the top of this chain 3. Alright, so there's what it looks like so far. Alright. I want to make myself one of these. Anyway, so we're going to chain 1. And we're here at this chain 3, and we're going to do a front post double crochet around that chain 3. And then the next stitch, we're going to do a back post double. And then the next one, you're going to do a front post and back posts. So you're going to do front, back, all the way around. What I'm going to do is we're going to do front back on these post stitches until we get to here, around here. I will join you back here, okay? We'll see you then. Alright, so I'm almost down here at the end, and I'm still continuing my front back. This one's a front, back, front, back. So it worked out perfectly. So this is a front, and then this one here that we did together is a back. And we're going to slip stitch to the top of that stitch. And there we go. So that's, oh, that looks so nice. That worked out. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, so now I need to cut this off. And I am actually going to tie on the white one like we did at the V-neck, so I don't have to sew in very many ends or work them in. I'm using my magic knot to make that tight. Alright, I took out one stitch here. I need to put that stitch back in. Well, I took out 2 stitches. So this one was the front, and this one was the back. And then we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to continue doing front, back with the white now. Whatever is front and whatever's back is back. So you'll just continue around there. Just like we did the V-neck, same thing. And then you're going to do the other sleeve like this. And just like we did in the V-neck, you're also going to do your single crochets. After you get around with this round, you'll do your single crochets on the top, and then that'll be done. Okay, so we're just, I'm just going to continue doing that, and I will get this done, and also get the other sleeve done, and then we will be back to do the bottom of the sweater. See you then. Okay, so here's what it looks like thus far. Looks pretty cool. Alright, now we're going to start doing the bottom. And on the bottom, she wanted this to be split, a split bottom. So that's what we're going to do. first of all, we're going to start here and do this, and then we're going to do that secondly. I am going to start right here, and then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we're just going to put a double crochet in every stitch. So there is a corner right before the seam that we are stopping at. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. Alright, so here's where we're going to start doing front post, back post. So this is front post, back post, front post, back post. So you're going to do that front post, back post all the way across. So there's what that looks like. There's 2 rows of that. Let's cut this off and tie on the white. And then we have to take off this one to do this. Now remember, we're going to do the same thing on the other side of this. Put these 2 stitches back in. Alright, now we're going to turn this around. And we're going to do the same thing with the white. Only I'm going to measure this real quick. Where's my measuring tape at? Right here. I needed 2 inches on the bottom. Hope if I think that's an inch right there. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with this white, and I'm going to do 2 rows of the white, and then also do a single crochet row as well on the top. So, and then you're going to do the same thing on this other side. So that, anyway, she's got a little split on each side. That's what she wanted. So anyway, I'm going to finish mine off camera. Make sure that the front, if it's front post, it stays that way. If it's a back post, it stays that way. Just like, we'll get it started here, and then I'm going to get this garment finished, and then I'm going to put it on the mannequin and let you see it on the mannequin. So I will see you then. Okay, so here it is, completely finished. We'll go all the way around it here. Here's the front of it. I've never made a V-neck by myself before, and I am so proud of this. And then here's the back of it. And I love those. And there you have it. I hope that you guys had a lot of fun making this V-neck sleeveless sweater with me. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.